Alright, I'm just gonna assume I'm live and hope for the best. Um, yeah, so if you can't tell by everything surrounding me, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different today. I was at GenCon, uh, I guess like a month ago now, and there was the Chaosium booth, and they had Alone Against the Static. I did buy it the last day, the Sunday that was after the ENNIE awards were announced, and they won two different awards. I think I put them both in the description. I forgot what they were. Let's see. Yeah, they got the gold in best writing, and then the silver in best long form adventure. So I did pick up the book. I mean, long form adventure. It's a little. I don't know. I don't read that much, so maybe this is longer than I think it is. But yeah, gonna just go through this. If you don't know what Call of Cthulhu is, it's normally a tabletop role playing game that puts you in the shoes of an adventurer and not adventurer, sorry, investigator. And just please ignore the little Rudolph situation I got going on. Don't have the clearest skin. I'm waiting for Manscaped to sponsor me so I can get that little face cream thing they have. That's why I'm here. Yeah, so B.W.Holland wrote this. It uses the Call of Cthulhu system, which is the Chaosia system, which I actually found out reading a few days ago. I think they actually just call it the basic system. It was invented for RuneQuest, which is a more fantasy style game they have. But instead of being like attribute based, like more people are probably familiar with like Dungeons and Dragons, where you got main stats, those are attributes, those go to your skills, your abilities, and all those. This you have more. Um, yeah, you just have a bunch of skills. You do still have like the traits, the attributes as characteristics. They kind of do determine what some of your skills and stuff are. It's not a D20 system; it's a D100 system. That means you'll get two dice, D100, D10. They're the same. One is zero at the end, number 0 to 9, and you roll, and that kind of determines if you succeed or fail, and the rest goes from there. What makes Alone Against the Static a little bit different is that it's actually designed as a solo adventure, meaning you just need yourself, the dice, and the book. While I have the book. I'm actually not going to be using it. It comes with a digital PDF, which I have on the side of me over there, and I'm going to be scrolling through, and we can read along. Um, so if you don't like the sound of my voice, there's going to be a lot of that right now. I guess I don't know. Put on captions, tune me out, do whatever you got to do. Um, Now is the time where I check my phone to see if I'm actually streaming. Yep, I gotta mute that volume so it looks like I'm at least working there. I gotta mute that volume. And I gotta mute that there, alright. I'm trying recast again, so I think I'm live to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. At least that's my plan. I don't know. I think that goes against like YouTube's terms of service or something. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I just want to be able to monitor the stream a little bit, and I don't really have a second monitor or anything set up right now, so apologize for whatever is happening right now. Sorry about that. I also am using some of the NVIDIA broadcast stuff, so it's got that auto framing and background removal. I actually bought and returned a little green screen thing because it turns out I do not need it at all. Oh wait, is Twitch just a black screen right now? Yeah, okay. I don't know how to fix that. Let's see. Add channel, update all. Maybe I'll just kill the Twitch screen and just stay on YouTube only. Yeah, YouTube looks right. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kill the Twitch stream. Does that kill it? I actually have no idea. It says Twitch unlawful. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, alright, so I'm just YouTube. Sorry, Twitch. I don't know how to use you. Um, auto framing. It's not. Oh, okay. I guess that kind of works. I'm gonna undo the zoom a little bit. I don't want to be that close to me. Yeah, so like I was saying, Call of Cthulhu, you're listed kind of as an investigator, kind of more like it would be like an adventurer in more fantasy style games. Something I like about Call of Cthulhu is that a lot of the times they kind of put you, not necessarily modern day, some of them could take place, the time doesn't really matter, but you're not like a superhero or whatever like in other games. Like, you don't have superpowers in that sense. Some might be occult related, and there might be like some magic stuff in it at some point, but it's a little bit more, I'm not going to say realistic, I guess that's an opinion. But the name Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu, is based off H.P. Lovecraft's work. So definitely a lot of the cosmic horror elements play. So it does kind of go more into horror than fantasy. I guess viewer discretion advised. I don't have a splash screen. Didn't think that far ahead to put one up here. Let's just pretend there's text scrolling on my face. Yeah, but with as many further ados, I'm gonna now scroll through the book. I went through like the first 3 or 4 pages just to kind of get a sense of it, but I have not read ahead at all. I tried to do as bare minimum as I can, as I thought would be enough to set up this stream. I'm gonna see if I can do this like maybe every week or every other week. And aim for Thursdays around this time, something between 6 or 7 starting. And if I see that I'm hitting 2 hours, just gonna wrap it up wherever I can. Because I know when I'm watching YouTube or anything and it's more than 2 hours, like, that's a full movie at that point. It's like, stop. Yeah, so Alone Against the Static, 1990 adventure. And I guess I lied. Before I get into it, I'll actually read the back. That's great. Yeah, I'll read that. Call of Cthulhu, Alone Against the Static, a solo 1990s adventure beyond signal range. Alex and Charlie, which are the two behind me there and there. Nice that they kind of picked somewhat androgynous or ambiguous names. You can kind of just put them, they are officially named, one is one is the other, because there are character sheets, which I did not print out. I have them open here. The one directly above my head right here is Charlie, I believe. Let's just double check that. Yes, it is. And then over there to the side, sorry, I'm flipped, is Alex. I'm going to look through the character sheets and pick one that I think is closer to what I would assume my own skills are, and you can just laugh at me and just call me a liar or stupid when I go over. I'll probably voice some of that rationale out. I haven't looked at their character sheets too much. At some point I do believe I have to pick one, but yeah, back to reading the back of the book. Alex and Charlie believe that a secluded weekend getaway in the Dakota Black Hills is just what they need to reinvigorate their marriage. But older and darker things than broken hearts exist in the forgotten places of the world. Alone Against the Static is a modern-era scenario designed for one player. Choose to play as either Alex or Charlie and forge your own path through the story. Your choices decide the fate. A 1990s Call of Cthulhu solo adventure, no keeper required. Good. I believe the keeper is like the core rulebook. I don't think I have that. I'm looking behind like a bookcase of some stuff. A selection of 2 different characters to use in the story. Alex and Charlie, we covered that. A brand new log sheet mechanic that tracks the choices you make, secrets you discover, and items you find that can aid or hinder your adventure. I've gotten the impression from the little I do know that this is going to be choose your adventure style. So maybe like flip to this page, go to that page, do this, skip this page type of things. If you have this, do this type of stuff. If you go at nighttime, go to this page, daytime, that page, read this paragraph, etc. You get it? And yes, I said etc. because I ran out of examples. An all-new Cthulhu Mythos entity detailed for use in your own Call of Cthulhu scenarios. Armed with a pencil, some role-playing dice, and a copy of Call of Cthulhu Keeper Rulebook or Call of Cthulhu Starter Set, you are ready to face the secrets of Forgotten Wild. No keeper required. Oh, I guess keeper is like the dungeon master, like the person in charge, not the keeper manual, the book. Got it. Alright, I might have to stop to Google things. I don't know. if I need to. I'll figure it out. I'm stupid, but not that stupid. Will you survive alone against the static? Recommended for mature players. Luckily, it said recommended, not required, because I would have a problem with that and have to stop this video quite short. Oh, good, they got a little blurb. That's probably better than mine did. What is Call of Cthulhu? Call of Cthulhu is a Chaosium role-playing game of mystery and horror set within the world of the Cthulhu mythos. Players take on the role of investigators of the strange, arcane, and unknown, regular people making a stand despite the cost to body and soul. Against weird cults, bizarre magic, and otherworldly monsters, only they can save humanity and the world from the terrors from beyond. Yeah, so hopefully this is gonna, well, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy the game. Stick by if you don't. Comment, call me stupid names. I don't know. Do what you want to do. I'm doing what I want to do, which is this. You can do what you want to do, leave or stay. I just hope you laugh at or with me at some point. And with, I already said no further ado, let's begin. So, what I said before, that again right now. Oh, actually, slightly irrelevant, but while I was there, I also want to thank Dustin Wright. He was the person that I spoke to at the Chaosium booth at GenCon. Very nice, very friendly guy. Actually, I did have a mix-up because my credit card is on Square, but is not linked to my email properly. I think by now that's fixed. But I just emailed him, showed him like the receipt, the book that I had and everything, and he sent me my PDF copy, which we're looking at now over there. Yes, over there. Actually, right, let's, it's over here. This thing. Yeah. Okay. That's my tomfoolery for right now. Yeah, so thank you, Dustin, and I'm looking forward to this game. Thank you, B.W.Holland, for writing it. And all these other people, I called out 2 people, I should say some more. I take it back. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, James, but thank you. The supplement is best used with Call of Cthulhu 7th edition role-playing, available separately. Alright, we'll figure that out. Table of contents. So it looks like it's going to be between 8 and 96 pages, so that's 88 pages of material. Okay. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I believe since especially with how well this did, I'd be shocked if they don't make more of them. So maybe, I don't know, if I don't completely hate myself and my computer doesn't crap out, maybe I'll do this again in the future if they come out with more. So we got the foreword. I used to joke that I grew up in the woods from the Blair Witch Project. Oh, this is from B.W.Holland himself. Okay. I don't read much. I guess foreword is words before the book from the author, which I guess that makes foreword a portmanteau of sorts. Our family home was locked in by state forest for 2 kilometers in every direction. Growing up in a place where the darkness was thick and the sounds beyond the walls of our house were often unidentifiable, I came to appreciate a level of horror that manifests in the wild places of the world that, to me, feels absent in cities populated by the human throng. I learned how to savor the feeling of protection while inside a home in such locations. However, false that safety actually was. It's the sensation of the walls of wood and mud brick that mud brick. Ha! This is a good time to realize I might be dyslexic. Somehow keeping the cold and darkness at bay, even if the sound of something raking gently across your bedroom window was commonplace. Alone Against the Static is my attempt to view the quiet wild through the lens of Cthulhu mythos. I wanted to give players a strong sense of place and isolation. Setting the scenario in the 1990s allowed me to showcase how Call of Cthulhu can flourish in all settings. The modern age opens as new adventures of horror not available in the 1920s, such as creepy videotapes of unknown origins. It is my hope that both new and returning Call of Cthulhu players discover an aspect of horror that they may not have encountered before, and I especially hope they find inspiration with which to weave their own tales of mythos horror at the gaming table. Thank you, Mr. Holland. Wait, Melbourne? That's Australia, isn't it? You know what? I'm not gonna showcase my lack of understanding of geography. Oh, good. We do have content warnings. Haha. This is from all of us. This is from everyone involved. I need a hat so I can tip it to them. The closest thing I can find is a trash can, and I don't want to put that on my head right now. I don't have a hat in here. Is that a hat? No, that's not a hat. Alright, well, at least my hair looks decent today. The camera, actually, I don't care if my hair's getting gray. I like it. Alone Against the Static is a Call of Cthulhu scenario designed to be played by a single person where you are both the keeper and player. You take on the role of either Alex or Charlie, a young couple who are vacationing at a secluded forest cabin in South Dakota's Black Hills. The collapse of their relationship and a creeping horror growing in the woods around them are the central focus of the adventure. Chaosium recommends this book for mature players. The adventure is set during the 1990s. Unfortunately for you, it takes place far out of signal range. Don't rely on modern conveniences to protect you from danger. Deadly forces to whom a few decades mean nothing are lurking in the shadowy woods around you. You can attempt this adventure as many times as you like. Each playthrough allows you to select different choices or even a different character. With every new path you take, you'll discover more secrets hidden away among the pines. Make good use of the tools at your disposal if you hope to survive this very unfortunate vacation. Content warning. Alone Against the Static is a horror scenario that explores themes of grief, isolation, relationships, and heartbreak. It is recommended for mature players. Preparing to start. Make sure you have a copy of the Call of Cthulhu Keeper Rulebook or Call of Cthulhu Starter Set at hand. Let's just say that I do have that and see what happens. And by that I mean Google. Copy or print out both Alex and Charlie's investigator sheets, page 102. Select which of them you'd like to play and put the other sheet to the side. We'll get to that when it becomes more relevant. Read the Getting Started on page 6. I'm not there yet. Jeez, relax, book. Once that's done, you're ready to take on the challenges of Alone Against the Static, starting on page 8. Don't worry, the strange sound was probably just the wind. Okay, yeah, that was actually a little cringy. I'm sorry that you had to witness. Oh, wait, I have my mouse cursor enabled? I'm going to turn off my mouse cursor real quick. You can definitely tell I know exactly what I'm doing. I think that should get rid of my mouse cursor. And yes, it did. Getting started. Alright, so I'm going to look at those character sheets right now. So you can follow along. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to do that yet. That was supposed to be a surprise. Oh well. Alright, yeah, this is my dice cam. When I have to roll dice, I'll do a little thing like that. I'm going to do my best to roll them that side, like up here near the top. Just because it's, I guess, closer to see the dice. I actually spent longer than I want to admit. I'm a bit of a dice goblin. So I have a lot of dice, and I was looking for ones that look best on camera. This black and orange, yellow and black combo kind of really hit the high contrast vibes and showed up best on camera, as well as how to get the camera pointing down on top of this and everything. Where is the other character sheet? There we go. So yeah, we got both character sheets up here. Hopefully they're not too small for you guys to see them. Yeah, they're kind of small, aren't they? I'll make these a bit bigger, and then as we need to reference them, we'll be able to see them nicely. Let's get rid of the dice cam for now. Alright, so we got Charlie, a nurse, and Alex, a salesperson. Both from South Dakota, currently reside together in Pierre, South Dakota. Where Charlie is from and Alex, it seems, moved to, who was raised in Deadwood. It seems Alex is stronger, Charlie has better constitution, their dexterity is similar. Charlie is smarter with a higher intelligence. Wait, what is size? Is SIZ actually just size? I guess Alex is bigger. Power, app, education. Alright, so the sanities are not too far off. A lot of the stats there's just formulas for, like sanity, and then the number in the box is divide by 5, 60 divided by 5, 12, 50 divided by 5, 10. Luck is blank. Maybe you don't get luck in this version called... Oh shit, I'm blocking my own face. Let's put me higher up. There I am. Alright. Actually, let's do this for now. We'll put me in here for now. Yeah, close enough. So let's see. Alex has the better credit rating. That's kind of relatable. And some knowledge in accounting. Their dodge is similar. Alex can drive. Their fighting is the same. No one has handguns experience. Oh, that makes sense. Charlie as a nurse is higher first aid abilities. On metagaming, that might be nice to have, but realistically, I don't even bandage up my wounds half the time. I'll wash my hands and then just let it air dry, and infection goes away eventually, right? Alex is more intimidating. They're both English speakers, it looks like, with similar... Actually, I kind of feel like Alex makes more sense for me to play. It's more relatable. As far as listening goes, I don't hear half the time. I mean, I do have decent hearing. I just don't really pay attention. Like, if I'm going out, I don't really pay attention to things that much. Like, I just feel like it's not my business. I don't care. Natural world, who's lower? Yeah, Alex is also lower. I'm practically living under a rock. Navigate? Google Maps, but they didn't have that in the 90s. Persuade, I'm not that persuasive. Psychology is lower. Spot hidden. I think I'm actually good at spot hidden. I'm good at, like, seeing things like that, and I'm not that stealthy. I'm actually going to play as Alex. Charlie's in the medical profession field, and I don't want to, pretend I'm good at that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go with Charlie. No, I'm going to go with Alex. Okay, I'm going to shrink these back down. Can I duplicate them, actually? Can I have little ones and big ones? Let's try that, see what happens. Okay, so I have a second Charlie. If I make this one tinier... Okay, so I can have big sheet, little sheet. I don't think I need the little sheet, though. Yeah, I don't need the little sheet. So let's just hide these. We'll bring the book back. I think that's this one. Well, if that's the case, then I don't have to hide those, do I? What is this? Background. Background should be in the back. Oops, I'm messing everything up. Damn, I suck at streaming. Honestly, if I were you guys, I would just shut the shit off right now. I'm doing pretty fucking bad at this. I'm just gonna put those back here, and I'll do whatever I need. Let's put me back in the bottom corner where I belong. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to be Alex. You'll need a pen, pencil, scratch paper, dice. I'm probably just gonna use like MS Paint or Notepad or something, to be fully honest. Don't read the book through from beginning to end. Each entry is numbered, and at its end you'll find instructions for where to go and where to read next, so it's a choose-your-own adventure. Usually you'll be asked to choose an action from between 2 or more options, and then turn to a corresponding entry based on your decision. Alright, I'll probably use the page up, page down, not mouse wheel as much as I was intending to. Actually, I have this open in Adobe. Isn't there like a page jump? How do I bring that toolbar back? Menu. View. Page navigation. Go to page. Oh, alright. I'll keep this. Oh, you guys don't see that. Okay. Cool. I'll leave this here for me then. Oh, I can't move the window and do that at the same time. I'll figure it out. Where do we go? Sometimes you'll see additional instructions like attempting a skill roll. When this happens, follow the instructions as written. Before you begin, you must select either Alex or Charlie. You can find their investigator sheets on page 102 and 4. Your story will be different depending on which character you choose. While both Alex and Charlie may encounter the same obstacles, they each have a range of different skills and characteristics, making every playthrough unique. The choices you make as you play are not always concerned with what your character is doing, but may be to decide how your character is feeling, which can have a bearing on how things progress. Is it progress or progress? I'm not sure, actually. For this, I would say progress, but only because the I wonder if those are like, homonyms? I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking and get back to reading. The log sheet. Alone Against the Static uses a log sheet. I have that right here. This log sheet. And this is actually open in like MS Paint, basically. I'm gonna, if I have to check things off. I mean, I see both Alex and Charlie on here. I'm assuming it's gonna tell me to knock off the one that I chose, which is gonna be Alex. So I'll wait until it tells me to do that, but for the most part, it's gonna look like that. It's gonna have little dots on it, and purple's my favorite color, so that's why that's the one we're going with. Also, like greens and purples, octarine type of things, kind of feel like they fit the theme a bit. Let's just get rid of that for now while we wait to be told what to do. As you progress through the adventure, some entries instruct you to tick a specific box on the log sheet. Some entries provide you with extra options depending on which boxes on the log sheet are already ticked. Some entries may even block you from certain choices and force you to return to a particular entry, all based on what prerequisites you've fulfilled. You should always start any playthrough with a blank log sheet. If you restart your adventure, make sure to erase all the checked boxes. You know what? Yeah, let me make a duplicate of that sheet in case I play again. That way I can do it twice. And so to copy, I'm going to call that log sheet blank. Okay. Pushing rolls and spending luck. Maybe I roll for luck. Luck is cool. Let's see how well they go into the mechanic or not. If you fail a roll, you may be either spend luck or push the roll to succeed. The entry text advises you if a pushed roll is possible. If a roll is eligible to be pushed, then when you are asked to make it, you will also be invited to reattempt a failure at the risk of additional penalties. If you don't want to push a roll, you can also use luck as per the optional luck rules in Call of Cthulhu Keeper rulebook. This rule allows you to spend your luck points to alter the result of a skill or characteristic roll. You may alter a roll on a one-for-one basis. For example, to adjust a roll of 49 to make the result equal to your skill of 45, you will spend 4 points of luck and deduct the amount from your current luck total. Quick note there, if anyone's not familiar with the Chaosium system, all your skills, as you might have saw before, actually, let me pull up Alex's sheet again to just kind of use that as a better example. That's Charlie. Alex. So, for example here, the skill, like listen 50. 50's literally middle. It's a 100% system. Wait, what's listen 20%? Oh, I think the parentheses are like the critical range or something like that, or like... basically, it's almost like golf rules. You want to roll low. So for example, if I have a 50 and I roll a 72, that's a failure. I rolled over my number. But if I roll a 13, if I roll like a 31, then that's a success. That's below my number of 50. I believe if you roll your number, you're fine. Maybe I'll Google that real quick. Skill check as a success needs to be equal or lower to the numbers in each skill boxes. Higher numbers are more favorable to players as there's less chance of failure. Yes, a higher skill is better because there's a less chance of failure. Oh, there we go. Here are the characteristics from for STR is strength, muscle, con is constitution, health or how durable in a fight, size is size, height and weight of player. This can help if you're like trying to squeeze things or if you need to hide behind something. Dex is dexterity, that's agility and speed. Personally, I've always had an issue with that. Dexterity has nothing to do with speed. I never understood why those are grouped together. Like, agility kind of makes sense, but dexterity is more like hand-eye coordination and precision. I don't know. That's just been a personal gripe I've always had with game mechanics, just simplifying dexterity to mean like so many different things. App is appearance, how well your player looks in physical. Oh, okay. Which character has the lower physical appearance? That's the one I should just play as. Alex is 60. And Charlie is 75. Good. I am picking the less physically appealing player, so that's true. Education, int idea, logic and intelligence. Power is 3 things combined. Strength of will, spirit, and mental stability. Who's less mentally stable? POW 50. Okay, good. I'm also playing the less mentally stable. This actually works out very well. For realism, at least. I'm on dungeonfox.com. They've got like a tabletop role-playing and... Oh, this is a character build, actually. Guide I'm looking at, but they're kind of going over some skill information and stuff. So yeah, that's all I need from there. Alright. So yeah, so luck... Oh, that's the whole reason I got here, luck. Yeah, okay. Deduct amount for current luck total. You cannot spend luck points to alter damage. Luck or sanity rolls... or rolls to determine the amount of sanity points lost. Additionally, you cannot spend luck on a push roll. You may use luck spending on this manner whenever you desire during the adventure. Be aware your luck can run out. To my knowledge, never regenerates. Dying and going insane. Over the course of the scenario, some choices can result in a loss of either hit points or sanity. Track these values carefully and remember the following. If you ever reach 0 hit points, you fall unconscious, become defenseless, and will die. Mark down the entry number you're in, then go to page 324. If you ever lose half or more of your health in a single instance of damage, you receive a major wound. Mark down the entry number you're in, then go to page 325. Are these... I'm assuming these are page numbers in like the main keeper manual, because this book's going to go to the last page real quick. Oh, okay, there's Brian Hunt, Nick Graves. I'm going to try again. James Coquillant? Susan O'Brien and Nicholas Nicario. Yeah, this book's like got like 100 pages. So I'll have to look up those pages when I die. Let's face it, I'm probably not going to get through this. If you're reduced to 0 sanity, you go permanently insane. Mark down the passage you're in and go to page 334. If you ever lose more than 1/5 of your total sanity in a single day, you go indefinitely insane. Mark down the entry you're in, then go to page 328. Charlie's sanity begins at 60, which means 1/5 of their sanity is 12. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are those numbers on the side. Okay. These values may change throughout the adventure due to lesser sanity losses. I don't like that italicized text. If you ever lose more than 5 sanity points in a single instance, you trigger a bout of madness. Mark down the entry and then go to page 329. It is possible to trigger several of the above conditions simultaneously. If this occurs, revert the conflicts in the following order. Prioritize damage before sanity. Prioritize reaching 0 hit points before major wounds. Prioritize reaching 0 sanity first, which basically cancels out indefinite insanity and a bout of madness. Okay. A note about the entries. The entries are numbered consecutively from 1 to 371. Keep a record of the entry numbers you go to, as you may have to backtrack at certain times. Knowing which entries you have followed is important. All entries persist information the same way. The entry number is written in large bold... Okay, so that's those numbers. I thought it was pages of the other book. Details describe the scene or briefly comment on a situation. After that, the entry might instruct you to go to a certain entry, ask you to choose an action, or to roll a die, which have different outcomes. The parentheses number or numbers at the end of each entry are trace numbers, showing the entries from which you may have come from to arrive at the present entry, allowing you to backtrack if necessary. Occasionally, you may encounter the phrase, "the end." This signifies that your investigator is doomed and the adventure is over. Sometimes it means you won, of course, but not very often. If you failed in this attempt, reset your log sheet and try again. Alright, alone against the static. Start. Somewhere in the forgotten wilds, where pine needles carpet the forest floor, something stirs. Wind whips around the black hills to places where bears, rabbits, and birds never visit. The trees of the surrounding forest shiver. Beneath the moist earth, something wakes. Shifting from beneath the soil, it erupts in silence from the ground. Its emergence reverberates throughout the wild. Far off, a wolf howls in mourning for what will soon pass. It pulls itself from the darkness and breathes. It blinks. Take down your chosen investigator sheet. Roll 3d6 and multiply the result by 5. 3d6? I only have d... Okay, fine. Well, I'll grab some d6s. What can I reach? Let's see. What do I got? I got a little dice bag. This doesn't even... Behold. Shiny math rocks. Actually, these ones aren't that shiny. It's always fun to roll dice together. So... there are a shockingly few number of d6s in here. Just put those to the side. Just gonna... There's a d6. D6, D6, and there we go. I got 3d6. So before, when I said all you're going to need is the d100, apparently I lied. Strike, cancel, protest, do what you need to do. Alright. That's quite mid. That's actually extremely odd because I rolled every single odd number. So that's 9. Yeah, that's 9. Multiply the result by 5, so that's 45, and that's the luck score, and write the result down. Alright, so I said I was gonna be Charlie. No, so I said I'm gonna be Alex. My luck is 45. What is it? Starting, current, and insane. So I guess my current is 45. Of 45, I guess my insane? Oh, the starting current insane is for sanity. Okay. So luck, 45. Starting current. Then the words are above the skill. I don't know, I'm so used to labels being beneath it. I wonder what that says about me. Alright, I'm going to take these out of the tray. I don't think I'm going to need them. Can I put them over here? Are they in camera still? There we go. They're still kind of in frame, actually. I don't know why I'm getting hyper-focused on this for no reason. I'm just going to ignore those. And I think you should be able to see the rolls from there. Let's put my little goblin sack back on the shelf. I don't like saying goblin sack. So of course, let's say it one more time. Goblin sack. Alright. So I got my luck marked down. Let's put our dice cam away. Let's put the Alex character sheet away. And let's bring the module back. So since I'm starting as Alex, go to page 1. Go to 1, not page 1. Damn it! Charlie growls, struggling to fold an impractically large map over your car's weight. Damn it, Charlie growls. Oh, because this is what I'm hearing, because I'm Alex. Okay, right. Alex is page 1. Sorry. It's not page. Sorry, I just have to remember what that thing was called. Entry 1. Struggling to fold an impractically large map over your car's steering wheel and to avoid veering off-road into a tree at the same time. Can you just let me hold the map? I ask. No, I can do this just fine, Charlie says, then slams on the brakes to round another tight bend. Oof, someone had too much fucking coffee, damn. It is late afternoon on a rural back road deep within the Black Hills of South Dakota. I've never been to South Dakota. The sun is high, but the air is cold. You've seen nothing but pine trees and 2 narrow, winding lanes for over an hour. Your car's radio is getting weaker. It sputters out a Neil Diamond song laced with static. Check tick Alex on the log sheet. Alright, there we go. Log sheet. Alex. I should have done 2 monitors for this. To keep offering help, go to 7. To change the radio station, go to 3. Let's see. What's the situation? So who's driving? It says, and avoid veering off-road. So I guess Charlie's driving. Can you just let me hold the map, I ask. Oh, so you're struggling with the map while driving? That's just dangerous. Alright. I guess no judging? I'm a little judging. To keep offering help or to change the radio station. I personally don't care too much about the radio and music in the car. I usually just let other people in the car with just do whatever they want there. So I'm going to offer help. Just be like, come on, just let me help. Just give me the map. You don't need to do both, you know? Like, what's the matter with you, big guy? So I'm going to go all the way to 7. We're off of I-90, remember? After a few minutes of sulking, Charlie mutters a response. I remember. I reach over. Here, let me help with that. No! Charlie yanks the map away. Alex, just let me, okay? You put your hands up defensively. And roll my eye. I rolled my whole head. I'm gonna roll everything. That includes my eyes. Charlie drives on determinedly for a few more minutes before spotting a tiny unpaved road cutting deeper into the forest. Oh wait, actually, let me keep a track of all the choices I made. Yeah, so 1 to 7. That's an easy one. Can I add like a text box to this? Now I kind of wish I was using MS Paint. This is text edit. I mean snippet sketch. There's really no text. That's kind of dumb. Touch writing? Alright, I'm just gonna do just write this randomly here. That's a 1. That's a 7, and that does not make sense. I might just I'm gonna reopen this actually in MS Paint. That's easier. Oh, that's bigger. Let's get rid of that. Now you get to see how fully unprepared I was for any of this. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. It's proof that I didn't really read ahead, though, I hope. Log sheet. And we'll go to paint. Let's just get rid of some of that stuff. You don't need to see all that. No, ignore the man behind the curtain. There we go. Now I can at least add text. 1, comma, space, 7. Ooh, that's tiny. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to keep like this for now. This way it's like all just part of the log. And don't forget to save often. Oh, if I save, I can't... Ew. If I save it, I can't edit the text anymore. Alright, well, I guess if it crashes, it doesn't matter. I have the video, like, I'm live. It's not like I'm recording and publishing this later. And if you were curious, yes, the main reason I live stream now is because editing is annoying, and I'm not good at it. So if I, like, being live is just an excuse to not have to do that. Yeah, so 1 in 7, so they gave the map, for a few more minutes before the make a psychology roll to gauge how Charlie is feeling. He's clearly impotent. No, I'm just kidding. Psychology rolls. So let's get my character sheet back out. Am I Charlie? No, I'm Alex. So my psychology is... Psychology P... 45. So let's get the dice cam back out. That is a 73. I failed. So I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And honestly, that kind of tracks for me, actually. If you fail, go to 8. Charlie sulking. This vacation is turning out exactly like you thought it would. Charlie always insists on driving, gets lost, and then refuses to ask for help. The weekend is shaping up to be a nightmare. Anyways, Charlie says, it's not far now. Charlie drives deeper into the forest. The little road you're on winds erratically, dipping up and down as it weaves between hills. Above you, thick gray clouds obscure the sunlight. Soon, the sky gets lost in the branches of pine trees. You feel the cold seeping from outside. Go to 5. Alright, so 8, 5. I'll leave the log sheet there for now. I don't really need to get rid of it. After a few minutes, a few more turns, and a few miles travel deeper into the forest, the sun sets. Your car's headlight cut into the darkness, revealing the road ahead just a few feet at a time. When lights weren't fucking blinding LEDs, I actually kind of miss that. Eventually, the lights drift over the front of the cabin, reflecting off of 2 windows on either side of the front door. Please excuse me as I crack my back. The light reflecting off 2 windows on either side of a front door, which seem to stare back at you ominously. The car stops and the headlights shut off. Finally. Oh, I sigh. Finally! And step out of the gravel driveway. And step out onto the gravel driveway. As you walk around to the trunk to help with suitcases, the cold night air seizes around you like a vice. Are you hungry? Charlie asks, while you try to keep from shivering. Make a con roll. Okay, so I'm doing more rolls than I thought I was going to do. I kind of thought the roll it was going to be more story and decisions and less, Alright, where's Alex's character sheet? I'm just going to actually keep this behind me a bit. I'll hide the log sheet now. Actually, can I move the log sheet a bit? Yeah, I'll put the log sheet over here. I'll hide it later. I can make it a little smaller, though. That's okay for now, I think. So I'm making a con roll. If I fail, check touched by cold on the log sheet. Okay, so I'll need that potentially anyway. So my con is 60. Let's bring back out the dice cam. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, let's put the log sheet up here. And close enough. So I'm making a con roll. My con is 60. That is a 23. That is a success. Wait, what do those little numbers say, actually? Oh, half. Okay, well, I got less than half. I don't really know what that means, but whatever. Okay, so I succeeded. Okay, so I don't do anything because I succeeded. To say you are hungry, go to 6. To say you aren't hungry, go to 12. Am I hungry? How long were we driving for? It's kind of a long drive. I'm the type who would at least pack some snacks, but I look like the kind who probably packs some snacks. I would care more after a long drive. Food's not. I mean, I know it might be hard to believe. It's not always my main priority. That I'm gonna say I'm not hungry, and go to 12. Not especially. All right, let's eat soon. Though I'm starved. I mean, like if you're starved, we can eat. I mean, it's not like whatever. I take a brown grocery bag from the car's trunk, grab my suitcase, and walk to the cabin door. Charlie opens it up. Oh, what a gentleman! Um, and steps inside. Oh, he doesn't even hold it for me. I take it back. He's a piece of shit. They should just get a divorce. Honestly, like go to end divorced. That's it. They just find a lawyer. Um, Charlie opens up, step inside. You follow, closing the door behind you to keep the chill out. Go to 11. Nope, wrong button. The cabin isn't very big. It's just one central room with a double bed, a chest of drawers, and a corner set up to serve as a kitchen. There's no microwave. Both the oven and stove use gas. I see 2 doors. One goes to the rear of the cabin, while the other leads to a small bathroom. You just know it's going to be freezing in there. On the wall opposite the bed is a TV and VCR unit sitting on top of a cupboard. The whole cabin is lit by muted yellow bulbs. I hate the yellow bulbs. I always go for the high Kelvin white bulbs. It's not dark, but it's not quite light either. I'll be in the John, Charlie says. Real demure, Charlie. Then steps inside the small bathroom and shuts the door. I'm left alone. I put my suitcase on the bed, take out a few essentials, then move to the kitchen and unpack my groceries. There's a gas fridge and icebox. What the fuck is a gas fridge? Whatever. An icebox that's judging by the steady and not at all soft hum emanating from it. It was installed sometime in the 1970s. To get started on dinner, go to 13, and wait for Charlie, go to 16. Why would I wait? Yeah, let's just get dinner started. I mean, he said he was hungry. I'm not going to be like, well, even though I said I wasn't, whatever. I'm still going to get dinner started. There's no reason to wait for no reason. You unpack ingredients for hamburgers. You find matches in the drawer, hold the lit one of the stove's gas burner, and turn the dial. Nothing happens. I'm shocked the match didn't go out. That should be a luck roll in my opinion, but whatever. Damn thing. You ignore the front left burner and use the front right instead. It lights up super quick. Better fucking close that burner. You got patties frying and are chopping tomatoes. Ugh. When you hear that, yeah, I'm that weird person. I'll eat ketchup and pasta sauce and pizza stuff. I don't like tomatoes by themselves. They taste like wet, moldy, bad bell peppers to me. And I hear the toilet flush. Charlie emerges from the bathroom soon after, sighing contently. Woof, sorry, I've been holding on to that one since we left Pierre. How charming. Honestly, my thoughts exactly. But if all that time was to light a stove and drop some burgers in, like, if that was me, they would have had the fucking whole meal cooked by the time I was out. I probably need more fiber. Charlie comes up behind you and wraps their arms around your waist. You feel their breath on your neck and brush of a kiss against your cheek. I love you, Charlie whispers. There's no reason to be a bitch about it. We're on vacation. Like, I'm gonna respond lovingly. I don't know what their marriage situation is, but there's no reason, like, to change the subject. It's vacation, whatever. I love you too. Okay. Was that too lovingly? Whatever, I don't care. You turn your head towards Charlie and kiss back. Now scoot. Yeah, now scoot. I need to finish dinner. Get the fuck out of here. Me too. I think it'll be really good for us, yeah. Like Dr. O'Brien told us, Charlie says, staring at the cabin's wrapped reflection in the mirror black TV screen. Getting away from everything and just focus on us will be great. I think it could be really healing. See, the thing that sucks about this, I think in this situation, I think I would prioritize tomorrow's plans over reassuring Charlie. I mean, I don't really know their situation. I guess I've never been part of a potentially failing marriage, so this is hard for me to relate to. I think I'm gonna go to the plan. I feel like it's the wrong answer given the two, but I am gonna just talk to about the plans for tomorrow. You still want to go on a hike with? Oh shit! I wish I knew what that sentence was gonna be before I made this choice. You still want to go on a hike with me tomorrow? Maybe I'm reading this wrong. That sounds passive aggressive as fuck. Like the answer to the question of 14, I think it could be really healing. You still want to be around me for a hike? Okay, I'm reading into this too much. Um, Charlie chuckles. Yeah, sure. I mean, what else are we gonna do, right? Oh, I don't like this. I think the true horror is just the failing marriage right now. Oh, okay. Their laughter hang awkwardly in the air for a moment, then Charlie coughs and quickly changes tone. It's beautiful here, though. Really. Yeah. I can't wait to see the sunrise. After a few minutes, you serve up the burgers. Dinner passes in near total silence. I mean, yeah, you're eating. It's not like you don't have YouTube videos to talk about or anything. Like, that wasn't out until like 2006. Sorry about that. Should have muted myself. What about tonight, though? Charlie asks. You swallow your last mouthful of food. What about it? Why is Alex? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading Alex wrong, but whatever. It's been a long day. How about we catch a flick? Charlie gestures at the TV. Yeah, what's wrong with watching TV after or with dinner? What else are you gonna do? Sure, you say. That's the right answer, sure. Charlie grins, then takes the dishes and heads over to the sink to clean them. Oh, good. One cooks, one cleans. I walk over to the TV. It's a relatively cheap model from the late 1980s, sitting on top of a dusty VCR player. You switch both on and open a cabinet beneath them, wondering what videos Charlie's brother and his wife left behind. Right. Verbo and Airbnb didn't exist yet. I guess you had to know someone if you wanted to find a random cabin in the middle of nowhere. I wonder what they do that they have just a second random home they just fucking ignore all year round. Oh, pardon my French. I'm gonna curse more. It's alright. Whatever. He sure likes scary movies, you say, looking over the titles. 15 different tapes, and you're sure that covers pretty much every major slasher film of the last decade. God, none of these look good. There's not even a single comedy. Charlie asks from the kitchen. Ooh, I gotta make a spot hidden roll. What is a spot hidden roll? Strength, con, idea, so this... Oh, spot hidden, it's literally a skill. Alright, I need 35 or less, and let's bring up my dice cam. $10. Yeah, I see it. Can't hide from me. Well, what can't hide from me? It's like, oh, I see a piece of lettuce between his teeth. 19. If you succeed, go to 26. As you're leafing through the tapes, you notice something in the back of the cabinet. Sorry, I notice something in the back of the cabinet. I reach inside and pull it out. It's an empty slipcase for a VHS tape. It's flimsy. Someone has scrawled the title on it in black marker. The Flowers in the Stream. You incredulously read the name aloud. What is that? Charlie says. Empty case. Charlie walks over, wiping their wet hands on their pants. I've never even heard of that movie. Should have stopped at Blockbuster. Ouch. That wasn't necessary, Mr. B.W.Holland. It looks like a bootleg. This is just a box, though. I can't find the tape. Maybe it's still in the VCR. Charlie leans over and presses the eject button. There's a whirling of internal mechanisms and the unit spits out a tape. Ha-ha! Charlie says. You nod. Okay, well, rewind it and we'll take our chances. It can't be worse than any of these. Any of these? Gesture at the smattering of schlocky horror tapes? I knew I was going to come across some words I didn't know. I was not expecting schlocky to be on the list. Check tick the flowers in the stream on the log sheet. Oh yeah, I gotta read my little purple thing now. Where's the brush? Text, home, brush. Give me that eyedropper. I want the exact same purple. And flowers in the flowers in the stream. I need to make my brush a lot bigger. Alright, screw it. I'll just circle it in myself. Let's see what we got. To get changed before the movie, to lay on the bed and watch it now, go to 28. Let's see, we've been driving, we had dinner. If I'm going to get cozy and watch a movie or something, I'm going to want to be in my jammies. So let's get changed first. We'll go to 21. Let's put on our pajamas. Text. Oh, it's the same thing. That text is now permanent because I switched. Alright, we'll save. 21. Oh, I'm back to purple. Black. Well, I'm going to need that later, that color, so... Alright, we're going to go to 21 now. You grab your bag. I grab my bag with one hand and head for the bathroom. Oh, but he just blew up the bathroom. I'll be right back, I say and slip inside. It's even colder in the bathroom. I set the bag on the sink and blink at my reflection staring back at me from the nearby mirror. The door creaks open just a little. I sigh and push it closed again, but it doesn't take. I look closer and see a little latch at head height. The door obviously can't hold itself shut unless it's locked. I roll my eyes. I roll my eyes, ignore the door, and brush my tooths. After a few minutes later, I return to the main room and change while Charlie waits patiently on the bed. The movie is all set up. Pause at the beginning. I climb into the bed and settle as well. Ready for the random, hopefully not horror film? I ask. Sure am. Start it up. I smile and slip under the blankets. Charlie presses play on the movie. Check tick occupied on the log sheet? Occupied. And now I go to 22. When the film begins, the screen is black. Isn't this how Terrifier started? No, what was the movie that Terrifier is based off of? The Trick or Treat horror anthology. There's faint music but no opening credits. Then the screen cuts to blurry footage that was clearly recorded on a handheld camera. Is this one of those Mark's Home movies? Did she just make a joke about her brother-in-law making a porno? Charlie laughs, then reaches for the remote. Oh wow, I'm sorry. Wait a second, that looks familiar, I say, pointing at the TV. It's his balls! Charlie hesitates. On screen, you see a wall of tall forest trees. Leaves and pine needles crunch under the feet of whoever's filming. The camera pans across the landscape, creating a blur of greens and browns. Suddenly, you spot Mark's cabin, standing alone in the little clearing. A dull red sedan is parked out front. That's Julie's car, Charlie says. This must have been after their wedding. The camera is shaky. Wind rushes against the microphone, causing a brief flurry of horrid scraping from the speakers. There's movement near the red car. A woman, Julie, is taking bags from the trunk. She's smiling. Yeah, Charlie says. This is at least 5-6 years ago? Julie turns as the cabin door opens. Mark steps out, walks over, and takes one of the bags from her. They smile and exchange unheard words. You sit bolt upright. What the hell? What's wrong? It's only Mark. Yeah, so who's filming? Charlie stammers and blinks. On the screen, Mark and Julie go inside and close the door behind them. The camera zooms in towards the window. The picture is a grainy blur of colors. I see movement in the cabin. The camera zooms even closer. Then harsh wind picks up and howls through the speakers. The image smashes to a slurry of loud static. White noise booms out into the room. The sound drills into your skull. You feel like it's going to make your head explode. Make note of this entry number. You may need to return to it. Oh, okay. 22 is important. Make a sanity roll? Damn, didn't we like just start? Alright, my sanity is 50. Let's bring the dice tray back out. Oh shit, I was covering the book with the... Sorry about that. I'm gonna say it again, I'm pretty bad at this. Alright, so I have to make a sanity roll. Hopefully there's less than 50. 78, I failed. If you fail, lose 1 sanity and check unsettled. Oh, right, I can't edit there. I have to edit on this one. There I am. So my current sanity is now 49. And I have to mark off unsettled. Oh, brush. Unsettled. Ew, that's sloppy. That's not much better. I'll try one more time. Okay. Alright, so I mark off unsettled. To cover your ears, go to 29. To scramble for the dial and turn it down, go to 23. If I'm comfy in bed and hear a loud, random staticky noise, I feel like it would make more sense to cover my ears and yell at the other person to do something about it. To scramble for the dial and turn it down. I feel like both make sense. No, I think just reflexively I would cover my ears. It's closer. You clamp your hands hard over your ears, but somehow the static still seeps in. Charlie next to you does the same. Their lips are moving, but you can't tell what they're saying. I yell something about the remote, but even your own voice is lost, hidden beneath the TV's digital wailing. I thought spotting the tape was a good thing. Charlie pulls one hand down and fiddles with the remote. The screeching continues. Charlie snarls, tosses the remote aside, and staggers over to the TV. You watch them go. The TV looks reflected somehow in the window behind it. Pine trees stand guard on the black hills outside, but they're riddled with static, static. You clamp your eyes shut. Charlie turns the dial on the TV and kills the noise. The screen goes black. A blaring ring lingers a little in your ears. What the hell was that? I ask. Charlie catches their breath for a moment, then shrugs. I don't know. How the hell was it so damn loud? Top of the range speakers? I roll my eyes. Ugh. Great. At least there's a top TV to watch a creepy Peeping Tom video on. Oh, come on. That wasn't a Peeping Tom video. Charlie gestures at the TV cabinet. Why do Mark and Julie have that tape? If broken heart is checked on the log sheet, you cannot stay calm. I don't recall checking that off. Broken heart is not checked. What did I just do? Something just changed. I think I just broke something in my stream. Whatever. Broken heart is not checked. To get frustrated with Charlie, go to 24. To stay calm, go to 30. Why would I get frustrated? He said, why would Mark? Well, I mean, I wouldn't know either, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go to 30. You shake your head and take a deep. Oh wait, I gotta minimize this, don't I? So I'm just cleaning up my OBS a little bit. Okay. I shake my head and take a deep breath. You're right. It's stupid. Let's just forget about it. Whatever the hell that was. Still want to watch a movie? Charlie asks. Sure, whatever is fine. One of those schlocky flicks. Say, Charlie gets up. My pick? Your pick. Charlie smiles and look over. If something like this makes Charlie happy enough to smile and go out in the cabin, to be like, ooh, this is a good one. I'm still leaning towards they just need to get a divorce. They don't sound compatible. Maybe I'm judging too soon, but like, I don't even know how these people are together. Like, just saying you get to pick the movie makes him this happy? To squeal and say, ooh, this is a... Alright, sorry. You lean forward to look at the tape. That has a guy wearing a pumpkin on his head as the cover. I think even you'll like it, babe. Somehow I doubt it. I smile. No, seriously, Charlie says, and slips the tape into the case. It's about this guy who's a writer, and he drives up to this secluded town in Maine, right? Charlie hits eject on the VCR, and anyway, the TV set blares to life. It bellows static through the cabin. Thunderous scraping and coughing bounces off the walls. You thrash and cover your ears. Charlie swears, but you can hardly hear it. The noise builds to a frenetic peak. It's almost unbearable. Then just as quick as it began, the noise stops. The TV falls silent, and the lights in the cabin go dead. The power's out. Let's go to 31. Oh yeah, I've just been knocking some stuff off. Let's keep the log sheet over here. I don't need the character sheet as much. I'll make this a little bit littler. Can I move me to the side? Yeah, let's bring the log sheet a little closer. There we go. That should be okay. I go to 31. Charlie? I asked the darkness. Yeah? What was that? Power's out, I think. You hear scrambling in the darkness as Charlie shuffles along the floor, one hand touching the wall. They flick the light switch several times. I thought this place was on solar power. Oh, I guess solar power still runs out. I mean, yeah, it's nighttime. Is there a backup or anything? I don't know. I guess I'll have to head to town and call Mark in the morning. That's just great. I pull my legs to my chest. Okay, whatever. I'm not used to this level of dark. The city doesn't get dark like this. I raise my hand in front of my face and I can't even see its outline. I feel my anxiety rising in my chest. If either broken heart or blame game are ticked. Broken heart, blame, neither are ticked. To lean on Charlie for support, go to 32. To give up and go to sleep, go to 33. I'll do 32. 30, 31, 32. Let's just keep trudging along. I mean, I don't know if that's metagaming a little bit, but it says if a broken heart or blame game are ticked, go to 33. The other option, give up, is 33. I'm kind of picking 32 for that reason also. Charlie, can you come to bed? Sure. The bed frame creaks as Charlie crawls onto it. In the silence following the outburst from the TV, even the slightest sound rings deafeningly loud in the quiet. Deafeningly loud in the quiet. I feel Charlie cuddle up close to me. I'm sorry, Charlie says. Don't be. Must just be an old, shoddy set. You could just say shitty. It's literally like the same letters as shitty. It's just, I guess, child-friendly. I think Marcus had it since the 80s. We'll fix it tomorrow. I murmur softly in agreement. Charlie wraps an arm around you. You feel their breathing on the back of my neck. It slows quickly and soon fades into gentle rumble of sleep. The sound is steady and calming, but before long, I drift off too. The only sound that disturbs you is the faint creaking of pines echoing softly through the Black Hills. Go to 34. What are we, about an hour and 15 in? Alright, we'll go for like a little bit more. When you wake in the morning, I'm alone. I stir in the bed and sit up. Babe? There's no answer. The only sound is the wind outside. Carrying with it gentle morning bird song, I get up and go across to the kitchen. There's a note taped to the chunky refrigerator, which is written in familiar handwriting. Sorry again, just want this weekend to be special. Gone to get help for fixing power, back ASAP, love you. I set my note down, looks like I have a few hours to myself. So I personally don't eat breakfast, so I'm going to go on a walk. Walk is 37. Outside, the air is fresh, the sun is warm, and the sky is mostly clear. You fill your lungs with the scent of moist soil and pine trees. I take a few steps forward and peer down to the driveway. It weaves away into the woods. The trees are so thick here that you'd probably have better chance listening out for cars than looking for them. I turn and head down a walking trail just by the cabin. The earth has been worn smooth by the hiking shoes of innumerable visiting families. Hopefully you didn't get some loud gulping noises just then. The forest grows thicker around me as I walk. Unseen critters skitter past in the underbrush. Birds move through the branches above, calling out and making pine needles rustle. I come across a blueberry bush just by the trail. I'm not collecting berries. Firstly, blueberries are overrated. They are tart, they are small, they have a weird flavor. Blackberries and raspberries are underrated. Strawberries are not berries. Bananas are technically more of a berry than a strawberry is. That is my small botanical rant. And yes, if we're going by food definitions and not botanical definitions, I do know that there's a difference, and I do know technically half of what I said can be wrong, but now I'm just going to shut up now. I'm going to continue my walk. The nature surrounding you eats away at the stress layered into your being. Honestly, if that actually said like raspberries or blackberries, I would have picked them. I just personally have something against blueberries. What have they done to me? I have no idea. Am I wearing a shirt that makes me look like a blueberry? Viewer discretion. The nature surrounding me eats away at the stress layered onto my being. I feel myself truly smile for the first time in weeks. It happens without any effort on my part. It feels good. So the first time she's away from her husband, not reading into that yet. I close my eyes and turn to face the sky. The fresh air and sunlight kiss my skin. It's glorious. Off to the left, I hear running water. I open my eyes and look towards the source of the sound. It's coming from just off the trail you've been walking along. Off to my left, I hear running water. I open my eyes, look towards the source of the sound. It's coming from just off the trail you've been walking. Running water. I guess if I'm just walking the trail for the sake of just walking, I can go investigate the sound a little bit. I feel like because I'm playing the game, I wouldn't, but it's not like my walk on the trail isn't specifically to hike the trail. Especially because we agreed before that Alex and Charlie were going to go on a hike anyway. Like, that was the plan. So I'm going to investigate the sound, which feels like a mistake because I know the game I'm playing. But I already went over my logic. I'm not going to repeat myself. I step off the trail. Yeah, there's my mistake. And stride through the forest towards the sound of running water. The ground is uneven, so you steady yourself on the trunks of nearby pines as you go. You walk for a little while until the sound of water gets louder. You crest a small ridge and discover a bubbling stream just on the other side. The water is rushing downhill fast. Headed south, it's clear and fresh. The trickling sound is melodic. Melodic? If the flowers in the stream is that one I have, isn't, don't I? Flowers in the stream. This place reminds you of something. You must go to 48. Well, looks like I'm going to 48. I flinch. Oh. That looked more like a Tourette's spasm. You know what? Never mind. The black marker label on the videotape that played just before the TV blew up jumps to your mind. The flowers in the stream. Looking at the stream, the flowers at its bank, and the leaves drifting down the current, the memory of screeching static rings in my ears. I lift my eyes from the water and look around me. There's nothing unusual here. Just the trail behind me, and the lonely pines all along the length of the water. I'm alone. I go to 49. Okay. It's time to keep walking. I refocus my mind. I head determinedly down the trail, further down the Black Hills, and deeper into the forest. It's a pleasant hike. Sunlight filters through the I haven't gone on I think I went on a hike like 3 times in my life. It was a while ago, as you can tell by... Yeah, I'm on the paler side. Yeah, I'm a little pale. Sunlight filters through pine branches and casts up dancing shadows all about in the cool morning air. After a half hour or so, you feel nature calling and step behind the tree to pee. Oh yeah, I'm playing, okay. I'm not going to read into that. I'm fumbling with my clothes when I spot something. Ahead of the trail and nestled in a narrow valley is a dilapidated wooden shed. If I was in the middle of peeing and I came across a dilapidated broken shed or building, my first thought is like, oh, I don't even think I would regard it. Realistically, I would ignore that. And I think anyone who's going to them, like, at least not by yourself. That's dangerous. Like, if it's already dilapidated, like the ceiling's caved in or falling apart, don't do that. If you want to do it, have someone go with you. It's just, it's unnecessary. Yes, I'm boring. At least I'm not doing this on a Friday night. 49 to 79. That's one of the biggest jumps I've had to do so far. Forget that. I've seen enough horror movies to steer well clear of little abandoned sheds found in the middle of the woods. I continue my hike for about half an hour and then turn and head back home. Go to 84. I crest the rise that leads back to the cabin. The sun is high in the sky. It's late morning. Soon to be afternoon. I sigh. There's no sign of the car, and therefore, probably still without power, or my partner. For now, I head inside. Everything is well lit by the late morning glow. I change out my walking clothes and leave them on the bed. Then I head into the bathroom to shower. If occupied is checked. I remember a minor detail. I must go to 86. I don't like these musts. I close the door behind me and turn on the shower faucet. Water cascades into the waiting tub below, filling the room with constant loud drizzle that is almost reminiscent of white noise. The pressure is lousy. I always complain about shower pressure when I go anywhere. I want like a friggin' prison hose to rip my skin off with the water. The pressure is lousy without power to the pump, but gravity does most of the work. Thank God the water heater is gas powered. I pause, remembering that the bathroom door doesn't keep itself shut. I push it closed harder and put the latch on to secure it in place. I step into the shower and wash the morning hike away. If I went on a hike and I'm sweaty, I probably would take a little bit longer. Like, the closest I have is like if I'm doing like some cardio or something, like at the gym or on an elliptical or whatever, I'm gonna take. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, actually, no, I take quicker showers after the gym because like that's just like wash the sweat off, get some soap there. Like, it's not a full shower. Hmm. Why is this the toughest decision? Yeah, I feel like if I'm taking a weekend midday vacation or vacation shower, I'm gonna take longer because there's nothing to do. Also, yeah, the power's out. There's nothing going on. There's no reason to shower quickly. Like, there's literally nothing else to do. I already went on the hike in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'm gonna do go to 90. Enjoy the soap. Take a little longer. 90. Ooh la la, scandalous. Alright, sorry, this is for mature audiences according to the beginning of the book, and I went forward, I read it, I agreed to that. It's on video that I read that and acknowledged it, and I'm gonna keep talking with my hands because everyone loves when people do that. Why am I getting so many Teams messages? Am I supposed to be doing something for work today? Oh, do this for another half hour and then check work. I'm coming close to an hour and a half anyway. The water is warm, cleansing and healing. I love the feeling of it running over my skin, and I swear the water even smells different to water back in the city. I stay in the shower until I'm completely relaxed, ready to face the afternoon with a smile. Heal 1 hit point and restore 1d4 luck points. Oh, okay. I don't think I can go over my maximums, and I haven't lost any hit points left. And I only lost one. Oh, wait, hold on. Restore luck. I didn't use any luck. So I got a good event that I can't use it. But it said a D4, and my brawl a D3. So yeah, a D3 is just you roll D6 cut in half. I'm just gonna get a D4 out of my little dice bag in case I need it later. Leave it over here. I mean, actually, I do have a set of weird dice from a different game that actually does have a D3 in it. Maybe I'll roll that if it comes down to it. Should I even bother rolling? I'm gonna roll it anyway, but I don't think it matters. That's a 1 if you can't see it. I mean, luckily, I guess, at this point, considering I got the lowest number when it doesn't change anything, I'm going to go off the assumption that I can't go above my maximum luck points. Does it say starting or maximum? Oh, yeah, no, the other die is, the D6 is literally just a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, D6, so it's the same thing as rolling the D6, it's the same thing. I'm not going to use that. And I dropped one on the floor. That's what I get for playing. How dare I play in the middle of playing something else? Alright. I'm going to put the book back up. Go to 92. And because I'm at the end of a row of numbers, I'm going to just save it again. Am I forgetting something? I talked about the D3 and the D4. I got all my extra non-dice there. I did that. No, I think I'm back where I need to be. Okay. 92. I get out of the shower and dry off. I step back into the cabin and decide to get dressed. Well, I'm not gonna fucking walk around naked. To put on jeans and a t-shirt, check tick practical on the log sheet. Brush and practical. Oh, okay. Never mind. To put on jeans and a t-shirt, check tick practical unlock sheet. Or put on warm swell track pants and a sweater, check comfortable. See, the thing is, I would do a t-shirt and sweatpants. That's literally what I'm wearing right now. If I had to pick, though, sweaters are comfortable if it's cold enough for them. I do like them. I'm just often very warm. Choose either option, then go to 93. I'm... See, the fact that practical is an option, I want to check that off. But I personally hate jeans. I don't understand why denim jeans are so popular. It's just fancy cotton. Um, there's a lot of cool things about jeans. Like, I know that they're very convenient for what they are and how sturdy they are. I'll acknowledge they're somewhat flexible. But they're still uncomfortable. I don't understand it. Like, unless I'm going somewhere, like, for example, going on a hike, you don't want to be in jeans. It's too hot, it's too heavy. They're not flexible enough. The only thing it might be nice for if a branch is going to hit your leg, they're sturdy. Like, they're good for, like, labor or construction type things. They offer protection. Like, they're basically modern day light armor. I shouldn't have just said light armor. You know what? Long story short, I'm going to mark comfortable. I'm going to put on the sweatpants and the sweater. And I'm going to continue to 93. Freshly dressed, I feel renewed. Now, what to do in the afternoon while I wait for my partner to return? Hopefully they have the solution to our power problem. To make some food, 94. To search for flashlights and batteries, so I have a light. To try and restore the power yourself, go to 368. If someone else already went to town to do something about the power, it's kind of being taken care of. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I need the power right now. Realistically, like, if it's middle of the afternoon and I didn't eat yet, I should probably go make the food. Um, I want to pick the flashlight and batteries, so I have a light for when it gets dark. That kind of assumes the power is not gonna... I feel like I'm metagaming this right now. And it was just got itchy. That's the end of my tea. Time for water. I'm gonna make the food. I mean, it's been all day, no food. I feel like I'm running on empty. Just had a hike. I have to do the food. It's lunchtime. I head to the kitchenette, and I'm glad the fridge and stove are both gas-powered. I cook up my meal, then enjoy it alone at the little dining table. Check well fed. Well fed. Well fed. If survivalist is checked, it is not. My stomach growls. Yeah, I made food. That's 94. I do the kitchenette. To eat and enjoy the food, go to 106. To pick up the plate unenthusiastically and worry about your situation, go to 107. I mean, if I'm in the middle of nowhere on a vacation, like, what's the fucking rush? I mean, the fridge is fine, the oven's fine, so I was able to cook no problem. It's daylight, I have light. Like, at the moment, there's nothing wrong. Like, there's nothing else to do. No TV. I already went on the hike. There's nothing around unless I want to check out that dilapidated cabin again. I'm going to go to 106 and enjoy my food. There's literally no reason not to pick that. Am I boring? Yes. Am I going to say that again? Also yes. But if you're listening to this, you chose to stick around, or you're going to leave just because I said that and be oppositional. So now if you are oppositional, you have to stay because I just asked you to leave. Gotcha. But yeah, 106. Sorry, I'm fucking distracting myself. Delicious, truly. I'm a Michelin level chef. Anyway, what the fuck am I doing in sales? Give me a fucking apron and a hat. If fully charged or running on empty... I know I don't have running on empty. Fully charged, I also don't have. So to look for the flash... Oh, okay, I get to get the batteries anyway. Perfect, I got both. Yay. You know there was a heavy-duty flashlight in the car, but it's gone now. What do you have here in the cabin? Right now, when the sun goes down, I'll be left in the dark. Make a spot hidden roll. Alright. My spot hidden... Yeah, my character sheet's here. My spot hidden, I think it's like right above my head. Yeah, it is. It's a 35. Ugh. $27. Haha. Also, I think the parenthesis number is my crit. Let me just check what the parenthesis number is real quick. Call of Cthulhu parenthesis number. The base amount that everyone gets to start with. Oh, okay. Okay. So essentially I have a plus 10 to my spot hidden. Which helped, because if I only had the 25, that would be a failure. Oh no, I didn't have the dice camera on. I swear that was a 27. Do I roll again or do I take... It was a legitimate roll. I'm keeping the 27. Unless that 7 is kind of cocked. If the die isn't flat... I mean, it doesn't matter. Because the 10 die is a 20. Even if that's a 29, the only difference if it was a 22... I think technically that's like a critical, but I don't think you can have criticals in this solo adventure. Call of Cthulhu critical. So a crit and bumble. Critical is always 1. An investigator is really good at something. The fumble... Oh wait, rolling the same number isn't a crit? Call of Cthulhu. Same number, both die. Oh, half value and fifth value come in for hard and extreme. So if something's a hard check, you actually have to roll even hot, like lower than what you normally would. But yeah, there's nothing about rolling the same number. That might be from what's the other game that uses the Chaosium? I think it was RuneQuest. I said it before. I'm keeping that 27. Call me a piece of shit if you want. I feel like I deserve it. I was very happy to get it. Can I put the dice cam somewhere else, actually? Whatever, I'm keeping them. So I went to 95, I succeeded my roll. I don't need to push the roll. So I'm going to go to 97 for my spot hidden. Where is my thing? 97. And that's the end of this line, so I'm going to have to go to the next one. 97 is... In the cupboard beneath the sink, you find a little plastic container with a mini flashlight in it. I switch it on, and it works. The beam is weak. The batteries are probably dying. I look for some spares in the pantry, the bathroom, and in the bedside tables, and eventually my gaze settles on the TV cabinet. I cross the cabinet to the television and perch my knees in front of it. I open the cabinet and scan over the videotapes. I move some of them aside and look deeper in the cabinet in the dark. Right at the back, I find a blister pack of batteries. They must be kept here for the remote control, but they'll fit the flashlight. Jackpot! I swap the batteries out and the beam becomes much stronger. Check tick fully charged in the long sheet. Okay, now I have fully charged. That came up before. Fully charged. There we go. If well-fed is checked ticked in the log sheet, I'm bored and I must go to 108. Oh, so if I did the thing... Okay. This is all of these want to happen. It's just the order it happens in. Welfare is checked, so I'm going to go to 108. Because I already had 94. That would just make me go on a loop. So... 108. You can't think of anything else to do in the cabin, and restlessness is creeping in. For a while, I just lie on the sofa, read an old beat-up paperback from the shelf in the corner. I think it's pretty good, but a little flowery and overwritten, not to mention how grating prose written in the second person can be. I feel like that's what I'm doing right now with this, but whatever. Make a listen roll. What is my listen? My listen is 50. I'm going to dice roll. That's a 7. I hear something. If I succeed, go to 110. So let's mark off 110 real quick. I hear footsteps outside. They crunch on the gravel driveway, so I sit up. I didn't hear a car approach. I stand up nervously and creep across to the window. A balding, middle-aged man is standing just outside the front door. He's dressed in a thick winter coat and has his hands in his pockets. I don't recognize him. He lifts his hand to the cabin door and knocks. To pretend nobody's home and wait for him to leave, go to 140. To answer, go to 121. Let's see. I have no power, no car, alone, with a flashlight and a tummy full of whatever the hell food I had. I feel like if I pretend not to be home, they're gonna know I'm there anyway. Like, for some reason, I'm also like slightly inclined to want to pick the lower numbers. Because, like, sorry, I kind of want to answer the door, but I still feel like I don't know if there's a reason to answer the door. Like, also, this isn't my cabin. This is, like, in this scenario, this is my husband's brother's cabin. I guess if they know the owner, I feel like I'm overthinking this. I'm trying to convince myself to have a reason to go with 121 and answer the door. I mean, I guess realistically, like, there's no such... I, in this scenario, don't know it's a horror thing yet. Right now, all that's happened is I got a headache from a shitty TV yesterday, and went on a hike this morning. I do see it's a balding, middle-aged man. He's standing just outside the front door. He's got a winter coat, and his hands in his pockets. I don't recognize him. He lifts his hand to the cabin door and knocks. A middle-aged man knocks at the door. I'm being really indecisive right now. Should I answer the door? Is there a reason not to answer the door? I'm in the middle of the woods by myself. I really don't think there's a reason not to answer the door. I'm gonna answer the door. Howdy, neighbor. Oh, that's fucking reassuring. You cross the door to unlatch and pull it open. Hello? The stranger looks you up and down, his face devoid of expression. Hello, he says. He isn't smiling. He looks past your shoulder in the cabin. Is Julie home? Julie, that's Mark's wife. To tell him Julie isn't here, go to 122. To ask him who he is, go to 114. I think reflexively, I would just be like, no, Julie's not here. Just because the question was asked. Yeah, I'm gonna just say Julie's not here. Julie isn't here. We're just staying at the cabin. Are you sure? I'm very sure. I can take a message. What about Mark? He asks. Is Mark here? I can speak to Mark. Have you seen him? I think at this point, because he refuses to take a message, I'm going to be like, who are you? So that made 116. Do you live nearby? He shakes his head. Have you broken down or something? I don't know, I'm making him like sound like a redneck that just got kicked in the balls. He shakes his head again. You start to feel nervous. This guy is seriously weird. I don't think I can help you. Yes, you can. He replied, how? You can tell me where Julie is. I mean, it says that I start to feel nervous and the guy is seriously weird. I'm gonna ask him how he knows Mark and Julie. How do you know Mark and Julie? I see them. I'm sorry? Sometimes I see them here. You're a friend? Sir? Are they here? I'm gonna ask him to leave. I'm just gonna slam the door on him. He hasn't done anything yet. The stranger gives you the creeps. He's placed awfully close to the door and is standing kind of funny. Sorry, you have to leave. Why? This is private property. He stares at you without responding. He's silent for an uncomfortable long time. He isn't moving. Just go! I don't have to call the police. You got a phone in there? You stay silent, because you know you don't. You can try to reason with the stranger, scare him off, or just shut the door in his face. There's no reason to scare this person. I'll try to reason with him with... Well, is it metagaming to see what my persuasion is? I think it was low. 60. Yeah, I feel like that's metagaming, because I was... No, I wasn't going to slam the door in his face. What was the last thing that we said? He asked if I... Oh, yeah, I said I'm going to call the police, and he said, do you got a phone? That's fucking weird. But realistically, I'm still going to try to persuade him. So I'm going to roll, and I need to get lower, a 60 or lower. I just dropped the die on the floor. Oh no, it's on my leg. Benefits of sitting cross-legged. That is a 47. I succeed. Oh wait, was I not keeping track of these numbers just now? I think I just got lost in the sauce. I was at... Oh no, 117, that's where I am now. Right, I came from 132. To ask the stranger to leave 117. Oh, cool. I thought I lost track. So I did my persuade, and I go to 125 because I succeeded. Sir, I'm not trying to be aggressive. I've been on a very long walk today, and I'm dead tired. I'm afraid you just interrupted my nap. If there's nothing else I can do for you, do you mind if I go back to sleep? I'll tell Mark and Julie that you were asking for them the next time we speak. The man blinks. He looks around for a moment, grunts. Brr, brr. That was my impression of a thwomp from Mario. That's what this guy is now. He turns, hands still in his pockets, he begins to walk away. You watch as he goes. He doesn't head down the driveway. He takes the trail that leads into the forest, the same trail we went walking along earlier. I'm not gonna fucking stalk him. Jesus, fuck. Is this what the 90s were for people? Like, I was a kid in the 90s. I'll fucking stalk someone after I said I'm going in a nap. You make sure the cabin's safe. You check every lock you can find. You pull the door closed and lock it. This is the right reaction to take, realistically. Sliding across the devil to make doubly sure, then you walk to the bathroom and check the window. You latch it shut, too. The other windows of the cabin don't open, and there's just the one door in and out. It seems safe. Check lockdown. Oh, let's see. I'm an hour 50 in. To settle in for the night, go to 142. I'm going to read like one or two more, see if I go to sleep or something. And then if I go to sleep, I'm going to end the video there. So let's go to 142. With lockdown marked off. Oops. What did I just do? Text. 142. It's dark. That's the whole day. Alright, whatever. Clouds cover the sky and the moon is hidden. You lay on top of the bed for a while, listening to the wind shaking the branches of the pines all around. Every few minutes you think you hear your partner arriving back. Every time, you're wrong. When you walk around the cabin, you use your flashlight to guide your way. After a few hours, you make yourself a sandwich and eat it in the dark. While you chew, there's a knock on the door. It is a single knock. Suffocating silence follows it. I mean, realistically, it's, hello, who is it? That's the thing. Like, is answering the door calling out, or is it literally opening it? That's two different things. But I'm still gonna answer the door. The fuck is this? I feel like I missed the fun choices based on some of these pictures. The fuck is that? I said the fuck is that way too soon. You set the sandwich aside and swallow. You walk to the door, flashlight guiding away. Hello, you ask? Open the door. Darkness. The flashlight spreads a cone of dim light out into the night. The wind and the cold wash over you. Make a note of this entry number as you may need to return to it. Make a sanity roll. For what? Thinking I heard a knock and fuck. Alright, whatever. Make a sanity roll. My sanity is now 49. And I get a 38. I succeed. If lumberjack is ticked, go there. To dismiss the noise as an accident of the wind, go to 181. To wait a moment longer, go to 178. I mean, the fact that I make a sanity roll is a bit discerning, but, like, I heard a noise, open the door, I don't see anything immediately. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna go to 178. It's cold and the wind is picking up. It's louder out here than you realize. You can't make out any individual sounds, just one long howl. It sounds like solid white noise, like howling, screeching, static. Make a sanity roll. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That's a 17. And just to show that is a 1, the 7 looks like this. So I was on the 10. I succeed. So I go to 180. Unpleasantness, coldness, you see nothing else, at least nothing worth thinking too hard on. You head back inside. Go to 181. Is 181 where I would have went before if I just... Yeah, it is. Alright. You close the door. You didn't realize how cold it was until the slight warmth of the cabin returns. You go back to the kitchen and sit dejectedly before what is left of your sandwich. Later, you follow the flashlight back to bed, get under the covers, rubbing your arms and legs to stay warm. Upon the cabinet at the foot of the bed, the television turns on. The power is back. I think actually here I'm going to stop. I think this is a good place to stop. And I'll do this. So I'm just going to say, like, I'm definitely going to stop here. 181, just going to mark it green so I know, hey, that's where I stopped. I'm going to save this. So, yeah, so far I kind of like this. I mean, it's definitely choose your adventure plus dice rolls. I think that's a good mechanic. Sometimes the choice is best that it's not yours to make. I think that's a nice addition to choose your own adventure books. There were definitely some times, like before, where I was kind of wanted to jump through the numbers quicker. I liked the flow when it got to that. I think this is going to be fun. I'm enjoying it. And I'll try to do this again either next week or the week after. Yeah, so thanks for watching, tuning in, or whatever. If you liked this, maybe next week's the 19th. The week after that is the 26th, the Thursdays. Am I stupid or something? Yeah, 1926. Maybe, but likely at least one of those 2 days I'll be back on. So I'm going to check my work messages that were going off before. Hopefully I'm not fired. If I'm fired, I can do this more often. That's great. If not, then I'll see you guys shortly and enjoy your night. Thanks for stopping by and watching.